Do you know that you can factor quadratic expressions without using calculator? Join me in this teaching as I show you how to do that easily. Just so easy. So this is what we have, and we begin with our solution. So what we do for, let's take the first one, x squared plus 7x minus 78. Now, if you've been following our tutorial, we said what you do here is just to find two numbers that when you multiply gives you negative 78. And when you add the two numbers, it gives you positive 7. Now, don't stress yourself. How do you get it? Easily. Just 78. 2 here will give us 3. Remaining 1. 2 here is 9. 3 can go. Here is 13. 13 is a prime, so 13 can divide it. Now, you see we are targeting 7 at the middle. So we can choose to multiply these two. When you multiply this, it gives you 6 and you have 13. You know that when you multiply 6 and 13, it gives you back 78. And 6 and 13 are close to 7. How? I know that if I have 13 and take away 6 from it, it gives me 7. And also, if I have 13, remember your signs, that positive multiplies negative is negative, negative multiplies negative is positive, and negative multiplies positive is negative, and positive multiplies positive is also positive. Now, we know that, remember, 13 is positive 13, and positive 13 multiplies negative 6, obeying what you have here, is going to give us negative, and that will give us negative 78, which is what you have here. And for adding, you got 7. So you see that the two numbers you can choose are positive 13 and negative 6. So having found these two numbers, we can just work it out. So to have, so this gives us x squared. Now replace this at the middle with these two numbers. We have 13, add x to it, and then this is negative 6x. Then return this with negative 78. Pair this, pair this. So we're going to have x into, this will give us x, and if you divide this, you have 13. Factor out negative 6 is common. Use it to divide, you have x, and when it divides this, you have positive 13. These two are the same, so just take one out. So you have x plus 13. And take these ones outside, bring them together. You have x minus 6. And that is what you get for factoring this expression. Now, let's look at the second example. For the second one, we have n squared plus 3n minus 28 is divided by n squared minus 16. Now, what you do when you see this is quadratic, but the expression is rational, because it's in a fractional form. So what you do is just factorize the numerator, factorize the denominator, then you simplify. So let's work with the numerator first. So for the numerator, we have n squared plus 3n minus 28. Now, like we said, just two numbers that when you multiply, it gives you negative 28, this number here. And when you add the two numbers, it gives you positive 3. So how do you get those two numbers? Carefully, just know that this is 28, here is 14, 2 here is 7, 7 is 1. We are targeting 3, so we can choose to multiply this first. It gives us 4 and then 7. 7 and 4 are close to 3. Because I know that if I take away 4 from 7, so I'm having positive 7 and negative 4. If you subtract this, it gives you positive 3. And when you multiply positive 7 and negative 4, obeying what we have here, it gives you back negative 28. So what do we do? Having gotten the factors, what do? We're going to use the second method. So for the second method, since this is n squared, just open two brackets, then one will take n and the other takes n. So what do? These two values you got, put them in each of them. So this will take -4. So for factorizing the numerator, this is what we have. Now let's quickly work on the denominator. For the denominator, you observe that this is binomial. And when you have binomial, if you've been following our teaching, we said, so let's write it for the denominator. We have n squared minus 16. It reminds you of, 16 is a perfect square. So this is the same as n squared minus 16 is 4 times 4, which is 4 squared. So I can write it this way. And remember, whenever you have two squares and there is subtraction in between them, just remember your difference of two squares like this. And this is a plus b into a minus b. So we're going to apply this on this to give us n plus 4 into n minus 4. So that is what we have for factoring the denominator. So at this point, we are going to bring the two together to have. For the numerator, this is what we got. N plus 7 divided by n minus 4. That's for the numerator. For the denominator, this is what we have. N plus 4 into n minus 4. So did you observe anything? You see now that this is repeated in both the numerator and denominator. You are free to cancel these two. So you are going to have n plus 7 divided by n plus 4. And that is what you have for factoring that expression. I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends. If you are still new, hit that subscription button. Thank you for always engaging. I will see you in the next class. Bye-bye.